Okay, we are going to evaluate the expressions. When it says to evaluate, it's pretty much saying you need to solve. And a lot of times you maybe don't have all the information, but this is an expression and we're going to solve it. But I don't know what y is, but thankfully they give me the values of x, y, and z. That means anytime I see an x, I'm going to rewrite it with the integer -2. I'm going to take that x out. I'm going to substitute it. It's called substitute. We're just going to rewrite it with -2. Anytime I see a y, I'm going to rewrite the digit 7, integer 7. Anytime I see a z, I'm going to rewrite the integer -5. So I'm going to rewrite each of these expressions before I evaluate them, plugging in, substituting that integer for a letter. So in this first case, we have y. So I'm going to look back up at y. I'm only interested in this y value. I don't care about the x and z because in my expression is only y and then another integer, and I can handle that later. So instead of a y, I'm going to rewrite that with the integer 7. So 7, and then I'm just going to go ahead and write the rest of the problem as it is, no changes, minus -4. Now I get to go ahead and solve it and use my rules. So I've rewritten it this way. This is where I am right now. 7 minus -4. Well, that's a subtraction problem with an integer, and I don't even want to tackle that. I need to change that to an addition problem by adding the opposite. In other words, I'm going to do keep, change, change. I'm going to keep that same integer, a +7. I'm going to change this subtraction to an addition, and I'm going to change this -4 into a +4. And then I'm going to go ahead and follow my rules. 7 plus +4. I know how to do that, 7 plus 4. Well, 7 plus 4 is 11. So my answer to this expression, I've evaluated it, and it is 11. All right, let's do the next one. The next one has another letter as well. This time I'm only looking for the x because I have an x. Instead of x, I'm going to rewrite this with the integer that equals x. So what's equal to x? -2. So I'm going to write -2, and then I'm going to write the rest of the expression exactly the same. I'm not going to change anything. All of the pluses and minuses are going to be the same. So I've got plus and then just an 11. All right, so now this is my new expression, -2 plus 11. Well, I can do that. Same signs, add and keep. Nope. Different signs, subtract. Those are different signs. So let's subtract 11 minus 2. I always put that larger value digit on the left because I'm going to assign the sign later, either a negative or positive after the fact. So 11 minus 2 is 10, 9. 9, is my answer 9? Well, let's see. Keep the sign of the bigger number, then you'll be exact. Which of these numbers is bigger? Which one of these has an absolute value that's bigger? Well, 11 is larger than 2. So there's going to be a lot more this sign than there is this sign. So they're more positives. The 9 is going to be a positive. So my answer is +9. All right, this one is a little bit of a whopper. Look, I have 3 different ones. Whoa! So right here, instead of x, I'm going to rewrite the integer for x. And remember, x equals -2. So I'm going to write -2. Now, here's where people make a mistake. They go, oh, y, and they go up to y and they put a 7 down, and they just put +7, whether it's positive or not. No, no, no. Rewrite that plus. Boom. Now go up to y, because y could be negative or positive. It might need some parentheses. It doesn't. The y is a 7, so we can go ahead and write a 7. Take this plus, rewrite that plus there, and then look at the z. Like I am taking it step by step. All of these pluses still need to be here. Now, what is z? Well, z is -5. See? -5. So I come back down to the z, and I write a parentheses, -5, because I'm adding -5. -2 plus +7 plus -5. Now I can go ahead and combine these terms to evaluate my expression. Let's just go ahead and do this first one right here. So -2 plus 7, same signs, add and keep, different signs, subtract. So 7 minus 2 is 5. Keep the sign of the bigger number. So my answer to that expression is 5. Now I'm going to copy down the rest of this. So 5, that's this part. I still have this plus, and a -5. Well, 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 look what we have here. 5 plus a -5, well, those are just 0 pairs. Those are opposites, so they add to 0. 5 plus a -5, same signs, add and keep, different signs, subtract. You don't even need to keep the sign of the bigger number. Well, for one of them, the absolute values are equal, but 0 doesn't have a sign. It's 0. So our answer to this expression is 0.